Hi, it's me again, and it's endless. It is endless. The amount of articles in the papers lately about the TV licence fee and advice on how to not pay it. It's really good. This is what we've been fighting for all these years. For years and years I've been doing this, and I've never seen anything like it is at the minute. It's great. So this is one that's been doing the rounds, because all the local papers are syndicated now. They're all the same. They're all the same company, aren't they? But I've pulled this out of Yorkshire Live, and it says this. How to legally watch TV without a TV licence as BBC licence fee goes up. Sounds right up my street, don't it? So let's have a look, see if they're giving actual proper information, which I've seen a lot of lately, or if it's still the same sort of toss, which sadly, I also still see a lot of lately. Let's have a look. After much pressure and debate and kickback from government, it was confirmed that the TV licence fee is set to go up by £10.50 a year. So it's ridiculous, the fact that it's 169 quid. You've got to pay £169.50 to the BBC so you can watch ITV, so you can watch Channel 4. Does that make any sense at all? No, it doesn't. But people have been cost-cutting after another horrid winter of high energy bills and mortgage costs hit us. So it makes sense to check whether you really need a TV licence or not. I like your wording, yeah. I don't need one. I've been 10 years free now. I don't need one. If you watch Match of the Day, Strictly Come Dancing, then you're out of luck. But there are other scenarios where you can legally do away with it, and it's not just applicable to students. I'm starting to like... for years and years, I've been trying to push to get the real information out into papers. And the last 3 of these I've looked at have been really good information. But if you go back a couple of years on my videos, I've been tearing these newspapers apart for the information I've been putting in with regards to the TV licence fee. But finally, well, actually, I might be jumping ahead of myself here because I haven't actually read this, but it's sounding good so far. What can I legally watch without a TV licence? A common misconception is that TV licences are only needed to watch BBC content. Fair dues, that is a common misconception. Many will comment saying things like, oh, well, I don't watch anything on the BBC, so I don't need to pay. It's a bit wordy, this, but it's making fair points. This is a myth, and the rules of streaming platforms were changed years ago, but there are lots of ways you can watch TV without licence. Get to the point, Yorkshire Live. God, they like to get a bit in Yorkshire, don't they? A TV licence is a legal requirement if you do any of these. Watch or record TV on any channel or any... They're copying my wording. This is great. I love it. Watch live on streaming services, use BBC iPlayer. How many times have I said over the years, can't they in these articles just say, if you watch or record anything that's being broadcast or access BBC iPlayer, you need a licence? Finally, the last 3 of these I've looked at have used pretty much that exact wording. So many people, I think it's 80,000 a month currently cancelling. Stuff like this will increase that number. What you don't need a licence for, watching DVDs or Blu-rays, and I can't see that being a big thing anymore, can you? A bunch of people still do. My mum's still got blooming VHS tapes. She had to go and buy a new VHS recorder because it was broke. That's mental, old woman. Watching Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, as long as it's not live content. Exactly. E.g., you can watch Drive to Survive, Stranger Things, Ted Lasso, Clark's Farm without a licence, totally legally. But if you stray over to watching a live Premier League game that's on the same Amazon Prime sub, you need a licence. Perfectly written. Couldn't have written that better myself. Well played, the local paper in Yorkshire Live. As TV licences, you need to be covered by a TV licence to watch programmes live on any online TV service. Okay, but do we even need to carry on here? I think I probably will, just to pad the video out of it, but let's have a look. Will the TV licence van get me if I watch something without a licence? No, because they don't exist. But anyway, when you decide that you don't need a TV licence, you can't just not buy one and call it a day. You can do that. You can do that. You can tell them. You can do a no licence needed declaration, and you can tell them you don't require one. I don't. I just blank them. One day I don't need a TV licence, and you blank them. And you're perfectly within your rights to do so. You do not have to tell them you don't require a licence. Okay, whatever. You have to declare to TV licensing that you're exempt. You were getting such a high score, Yorkshire Live. Now you paused it up. For example, if you know for sure you will only watch Netflix and non-live YouTube videos or just PS5 but not TV. Right. The infamous TV licence detection vans are thought to be a myth by many, but a TV licensing website claims we have a fleet of... I know websites that claim some crazy stuff as well, but let's look at one important fact here. On the TV licensing website where they talk about the vans, It also says that absolutely no prosecutions have ever been brought about with evidence gleaned from a detector van. If they had these vans, do you not think they would be using them to gain evidence? Because they like taking people to court and fining them. The fact that there's never been any evidence produced by one of the vans tells you they don't work. I'm not saying they don't have vans. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they still do have vans with TV, detector van, whatever, written down the side and comedy aerials on the top. They do nothing. We have a database of approximately 31 million licensed and unlicensed. I don't care. So what? It's called a phone book, isn't it? My last 5 or 6 addresses have been unlicensed. I'm not in prison. I've not had a fine. And I've had one, actually, not in the last 6 years, I haven't had any goons knock on the door. But it does say here, look, all our visiting officers have access to this database. If you tell us you do not need a license, our officers may still visit you to confirm this. So whether you tell them or not, they do want to send the boys round to demand money with menaces. You can't win. So you may as well not play their game and not tell them you don't need one. It was going so well. I'm disappointed and a bit angry. It was going so well. They were doing a really good job at Yorkshire Live. And then they went and buggered it up right at the end, didn't they? What a shame. It's going to be a low score, I reckon. 6.5, something like that. What do you reckon? Let me know what score you'd give this down in the comments below. And while you're down there leaving your comment, don't forget to hit all the buttons and everything as well. And if you do that, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-ra.